South Korea's ruling party is projected to win a majority in the country's 300-seat parliament. Voters appear to have backed President Moon Jae-in's strategy to curb the COVID-19 pandemic. The polls have now closed. There's been a surge in turnout, with more than 66% of eligible voters casting their ballot. That's the highest in 28 years. 44 million people could vote, including those who were being treated for the coronavirus. Lim Yoon-suk has the details.
Young and old South Koreans went to the polling stations. They stood some distance apart, had their temperatures taken in case they were running a fever. If they were not, they sanitized their hands, put on the disposable plastic gloves, and went in to the polling booth. All eligible voters were allowed to vote, even those with a fever. Except they'll be escorted to this area where a polling booth has been set up outside the main area to allow those with a fever to vote. South Korea is among the first countries with a major COVID-19 outbreak to hold a national election since the global pandemic began.
행복하죠. 아무래도 내 나라 사람 잘 좋은 사람 뽑아 나라 잘 지킬 사람 뽑으니까 좋죠.
저희 많으니까 줄 서는 게 당연한 거고, 그다음에 장갑 서로 건강을 위해서 일단은 장갑을 끼고 하는 게 좋았어요.
Even those who were under self-quarantine were not left out. After official voting ended at 6 p.m. local time, authorities opened a window of about 1 hour and a half for this group of voters to cast their ballots. They had to walk or drive themselves to the voting stations because they were not allowed to take public transport. In this election, the voting age has been lowered to 18 years old from 19 previously. It's widely expected that the position of President Moon Jae-in's ruling party will be strengthened in this election. It currently has 121 seats in the 300-member parliament. President Moon's approval ratings have recently shot up because the majority of South Koreans believe his administration has done well in handling the coronavirus outbreak. But the election is also seen as a vote of confidence on his administration's ability to steer the economy through the current crisis.
지금 그 가게가 한 군데 건너 하나씩 다 비어 있고요. 소상인들 지금 못 산다고 지금 그래요.
저는 청년이다 보니까 청년한테 좋은 정책이면 좋고, 그리고 이제 너무 허황된 정책이 아닌 현실적인 정책들을 많이 하신 분들을 선택하고 있습니다.
The lack of a single majority in parliament has hampered Mr. Moon's reform agenda in the first half of his single-term 5-year presidency, with his pledge to tackle the country's worsening wealth inequality making little headway. Will President Moon Jae-in serve his remaining time in office as a lame duck leader, or will he be able to push ahead with his policies and reforms as he promised in 2017? Well, President Moon and South Koreans will find out after the official figures are released on Thursday. Lim Yoon-suk, CNA, Seoul.